Hello all, welcome to Kalam IAS Academy. This is Priyanka Mahapatra, faculty at Kalam IAS for Essay. So today we'll be having a detailed analysis of the UPSC Essay Paper 2022. The topic that we have taken is a ship in harbour is safe, but that is not what a ship is for. So this would have been a favorite topic for many. Many would have attempted in the year 2022 on this topic, I'm very sure. Okay, so let's discuss this topic. So before brainstorming this topic, we would understand the meaning of the topic. We would interpret this topic first. So what do you interpret from this topic? So it is telling about the comfort zone. So it is saying a ship is safe in the harbor. A ship in harbor is safe. Yes, we all know that a ship when anchored in the harbor, it is all safe. It is all in the comfort. But that is not the purpose of the ship. The purpose of the ship is to sail in the open seas, to navigate the challenges, to experience the world beyond, to learn from the challenges it is facing, to learn how to face the challenges. On the other side, if you're staying in the comfort zone, then you may feel safe, but you're limiting your potential for growth. You're limiting your fulfillment. You're limiting your learning. You're limiting your self-discovery. Therefore, the ship has to go into the open seas. So here open seas means taking risk, pursuing dreams, embracing new challenges, new experiences. Though it comes with uncertainty, with its own challenges, but open seas is all about your growth, your dreams, your risk, your new experiences. So you have to go out into the open seas in order to achieve the greater purpose of life. Again, it can be related to the creativity and innovation also in this topic. So the ship cannot be creative sitting in the harbor. Innovation and all great ideas can come only if it sails, only if it ventures outside the established norms and explores new territories beyond the harbor. So this is how you should be interpreting this topic in various aspects. You can talk of the personal growth and fulfillment over here. You can talk of creativity and innovation. You can talk of embracing the life's purpose, the greater purpose of life. Okay, so the open sea again can be very full of storms, rough waves, filled with challenges and difficulties. But just as a ship is built to face these storms, so too we are also equipped to face challenges of life, and we should overcome those challenges. So it's that if we are choosing to stay in the harbor, it will guarantee safety, no doubt, but we are going to miss out on our personal growth, miss out on our resilience. So on these aspects you should be writing your essay. This is the main crux of the essay. So you would now generate questions out of this crux of the essay. So first you would make the examiner understand that what does ship is safe in the harbor mean, which we just discussed. What is the ship meant for? What is the open seas meant for, that we discussed. Then why it is important to leave the safe zone. You would tell the reasons that why it is told that we should be out of the safe zone. We should leave the comfort zone. Then what is the problem of not leaving the safe zone? So understanding how we are generating questions out of the comfort zone. Comfort zone is the keyword. And we are using that keyword to generate the questions. Like why it is important to get away from the comfort zone. And if at all we are not leaving the comfort zone, what is the consequence of that? And again, there is a counter argument that if ship is safe beyond the harbor always. When we are talking that ship has to go beyond the harbor, it has to be on the open seas. Is it safe always for the ship? This is the counter argument of the essay. Then we come to the way forward of the essay, that what more is to be done to push a person out of the comfort zone. So the way ahead part of the essay has to be there in your essay always, as it is there in your GS answer, whether it is asked or not asked. Then you would conclude in the last, after the way ahead. Way ahead is the last part of the body. So understanding how you are able to generate those 5-6 dimensions of this particular essay by generating various questions in and around the comfort zone. You're making us understand the phrases of the topic first, then you're coming to the main demand of the topic, that why it is important to leave comfort zone. You would give various examples to justify how different personalities they have gone out of their comfort zone to achieve the greater purpose of life, to achieve personal growth and fulfillment. Then you would also tell that what is the consequence of not leaving the comfort zone. We are not leaving the comfort zone. What is the consequence? What are we missing on? ठीक है? Then you would tell the counter argument part of the essay. That is it always safe to be beyond the harbor in the open seas? Then you would come to the way forward part of the essay. ठीक है? So this quotation has been taken from the book Salt from My Attic by John A. Shedd, who is an author and professor. So this is only for your information. So coming to the introduction part, you can take help of any anecdote, any personality in the anecdote where you can justify that that personality has moved ahead, has moved out of the comfort zone to achieve some greater purpose of life. You can take help of Buddha, where he sacrificed his luxuries. He realized that his life was not meant for that royal life, and he risked to come out of the safety net. He risked to come out of the comfort zone in order to achieve the greater purpose of life, in order to explore the real purpose of life in the form of Buddhism, what we are witnessing today, what we are enjoying today. You can take help of Vasco da Gama, his voyage full of challenges, how he risked to face the challenges of the ocean, right? Then we come to the second dimension of the essay that is most important, that is the main demand of the essay, that why it is important to leave the comfort zone. What will happen if one leaves the comfort zone? Here you can take help of different personalities from all spheres in order to justify that how that personality has left the comfort zone to achieve the greater purpose of life. You can structure this dimension in the form of level approach. You can talk of individual level, you can talk of family level, you can talk of the woman aspect, you can talk of the business aspect, you can talk of the international aspect in order to give a global view to your essay. So coming to the individual aspect, you can talk of many personalities, historical personalities, contemporary personalities like the writers, J.K. Rowling, Chetan Bhagat. You can take help of your own example. You can talk of the UPSC aspirants, you can talk of the service attitude where the UPSC aspirants, they leave high paying job in order to venture into the uncertain preparation of UPSC. You can talk of Chetan Bhagat, how he left his high paying job to come to the literature field and achieved his greater purpose of life. You can talk of Netaji's visionary dive that instigated him to leave India for Germany in the hostile condition of Europe during the World War II. You can talk of Gandhiji, how he left India for the Britain even though his English was very poor, only to learn and grow in the legal field. Then you can talk of the family level where families, they send their kids to boarding schools. Why? In order to make them learn the social skills and emotional resilience in order to face the realities of life. You can talk of women aspect over here, allowing women to go out to make them aware, independent and empowered so that they can take care of every challenge that they face in the home or outside. You can talk of the business aspect over here, how the Reliance Industries, it has expanded the business vertical in the form of Geo, despite many challenges, despite the monopoly of various service providers. You can talk of the companies, the corporates, where IBM, it left its core business of hardware to venture into the cloud-based solution, right? So these examples can be there for the reasons that why it is important to leave the comfort zone. Here, the examples are not limited to what I have discussed. You can come up with your own examples. Then we come to the next dimension, that is, what if the ship is kept in the harbor always? That means, what are the consequences of being in the comfort zone? So there will be loss of money, there will be waste of money, the purpose is defeated, you will be the prisoner of your own limited thoughts, it will bring stagnancy, status quoism in your life. You can talk of the dark age of Europe. You can talk of the dwarf MSME. They're unable to compete only because they were always protected by the government because of the inward looking policies. Then you can talk of the lack of innovation. Innovation cannot happen without taking any risk. That is why the practice of Google to reward the failure in case of any research effort you are making. There will be slow progress, there will be lack of social skills, there will be no personal growth and development, there will be no innovation and creativity. Right? So these are the reasons you can give that for the consequences that if one stays in the comfort zone. Then we come to the counter argument part of the essay, where you are expected to write that beyond the harbor in the open seas, how the ship is not safe as well. Because venturing beyond the harbor can represent taking risk, facing challenges, though it will lead to personal and professional growth, but it will come with its own potential dangers. So here it is depending on the safety feature of the ship again, depending upon the ability of the captain that makes sure that the ship chooses the right path and avoids any collision in the open seas. So there is a risk that beyond the harbor the ship is not safe. It all depends upon the captain of the ship, where he leads the ship to, whether he chooses the right path and avoids the collision or not. So here you can talk of Hitler, how he became all powerful, how he came to power in 1933 and immediately set about building a German state according to his whims and fancies. But each development towards the German state moved the world closer to the war. You can talk of terrorism over here. So coming to the way ahead part of the essay, where you would write the ways to come out of the comfort zone. Here, having a strong role model can also help. Having a peer group who are equivalent or even better than the individuals. It can help to come out of the comfort zone. It will act as a triggering factor to push you out of the comfort zone. Then accepting criticism in the constructive ways, knowing yourself, self-introspection. You can talk of the schemes, the policies of the government as well. where you can talk of bringing sunset clause for the MSME sector so that they are not in the comfort zone forever, permanently. They are on their own without any assistance of the government as well. So we should be ending any such support from the government after a certain period of time to give freedom to the MSME to grow on their own. So this is how you should be writing the way ahead. You can take help of the schemes, policy approach of the government. This will fetch you more marks. Whenever you are writing any such government perspective in your essay or linking your GS knowledge in the essay writing. Then we come to the conclusion of the essay, where we have to create a balance. We have to connect back to the introduction. We have to make reference of the introduction. You can take help of a quotation if you are good at. You can talk of the individual ability over here. It's the ability of the individual to protect oneself from the challenges of the life. Again, you have to state here that in the pursuit of safety, we do not have to run behind the safety. Because if we run behind the safety, then we are missing out on the exploration part. We are missing out on the innovation part. We are missing out on the learning of new experiences. So here you can quote of Robin Sharma. The greatest tragedy of life is not death, but what we let die inside us. So hence, if we want to bring out our true potential, then we need to take risk and learn from the mistakes. Then you can give quotation of Harivansh Rai Bachchan, where he said that जब नाव जल में छोड़ दी, तूफान में ही मोड़ दी, दे दी चुनौती सिंधु को, फिर हार क्या मझधार क्या. That means it is saying the importance of perseverance over here, the importance of determination over here in the face of adversity. The boat here represents the individual, and the water represents the challenges of life, and the storm represents the most difficult challenges. So here the quotation is telling that when a boat is released into the water, it was turned around in the middle of the storm. And the challenge was given to the Sindhu, the Indus over here. So what is defeat and what is the middle? Okay, so it suggests that if we are determined to achieve something, then we should not be afraid to face any challenges head on. We should be willing to turn our boat around in the middle of the storm if necessary to reach our destination. So we should have the guts, we should have the ability to face the challenges. Staying behind near the harbor is not the solution. Perhaps with this spirit, Vasco da Gama might have left his harbor. So this is how you can give reference of the anecdote again and complete the circle. Right? So this was all about this essay topic. Then we would be discussing other topics as well. They're coming up. So stay tuned. Happy learning.